It's time to talk about the real player, Don Juan, Donald Trump.
That's right, it's time to talk about Donald J. Trump. We're going to take a look at Snoop Doggy Dogg when he was on Comedy Central during the Donald Trump roast. I think that was about a year or two ago. And we're going to take a look at clips and check it out.
But Donald, now for me to you, Donald, I wish I had half of your money. But for that, you need a 20-year-old and a divorce lawyer. Now, I may not have half his paper, but I got twice the dick, and you can believe that. But on the real, though, I love to one of Trump's ex-wives, just to know what it's like to come into money. Donald say he wants to run for president and move on into the White House. Why not? It wouldn't be the first time you pushed a black family out of their home. But on the real though, Donald, you know I got love for you, man, on some real shit, and I ain't playing. From one pimp to another, much respect. Keep banking that Skrilla, and after the show, come by my dressing room. I got a couple 19-year-olds in there, some sticky icky, and I get you so high that you'll fire yourself and put my name on the towers. I'm out.
He's got some sticky icky and a bunch of 19-year-olds. Snoop is like 45 years old, and back then maybe he was like 44 or whatever, 43. But still, that's quite of an age difference. But in Hollywood, it doesn't seem to matter because, these super rich assholes, they like to take advantage of, young women and whatnot. And at the same time, I gotta say, these young women, they like to fucking sit there and hang out with rich celebrities. So that's what Trump was talking about when he was on the bus. He said that these girls throw themselves at them, that you can pretty much do anything, like grab their pussy. This is Snoop Doggy Dogg. This is back when I guess he didn't really have that big of a problem with Donald J. Trump before he was president. But now that he's president, he's calling for his demise. And let's take a look at this latest video.
I'm a monster when it's the right time, nighttime. Nigga trying to creep and keep from dying in these motherfucking streets. Fuck the police. From a black man's point of view, spray that shit, say that shit, pay back. From way back, I'm the homie, but the motherfucking homie don't play that. We'll fall. This is down to you all. When the night time falls. This the final call. This the final call.
When the night falls, it's the final calls or whatever. He's talking about causing violence, basically rioting when the sun goes down. It's amazing how they can get away with it, right? And that's a great country, freedom of speech.
The final call. See, reparations when we took it for all of the shit that you motherfuckers done did.
And there's the open call for reparations. We hear that all the time come from the black community. They want reparations for slavery. Even though no black person alive today has ever been enslaved, even though that no white person alive today has ever owned a slave, none of us today had anything to do with slavery. And here they are, people that are black people living today wanting reparations. Now, you hear this narrative over and over, and I've been saying it for quite a while, that I would dare say 90% or more of black people want some kind of payback, some kind of, some kind of thing to make up for what had happened in the past, because they truly believe that if it wasn't for slavery, that somehow they would be in control of the world, like they would be the dominant race or the superior race. But if you look throughout history, there's no evidence of great black empires. I mean, if you look at Europe and all the European empires, you look at Asia and all the dynasties and empires. But if you look at Africa, I don't know of any African empires where they dominated the world for a time period. And the black people here, they keep talking about this reparations. They want reparations. And you've seen the other videos where black people are out in the streets protesting, demanding that white people give them all their shit, all their money and their property and everything. And it just goes to the entitlement state that we have been put in. I mean, we all want to help those that are in need, but when you sit there and just give and they just take advantage of it and they're not really fully utilizing it to get themselves to the next level, well, then it just becomes an entitlement to where they just, expect it and want more and more and more. And it's very hard to differentiate between those who truly are grateful for the help that they receive, and then they elevate themselves. And then those that just want to bleed other people dry, and that's what we see going on in this country. And it's impossible for us to help the entire world especially when we're weak. It's just impossible. You're talking about a global population of over 7 billion, and of that, 5 billion are in a impoverished state. They live in poverty. There's no way. There's no physical way. There's no financial way. There's just no way that we can sit there and take them all into this country. 5 billion people, how are you going to bring them all into this country? I don't think so. But the bad part about this video is he's now kind of, he's doing this thing where he shoots Trump, and it's just bad. It's bad for the country. It's bad for the world. And, man, we need to... part of me wants to believe that this is all some COINTEL or something. Maybe Trump's got this guy in the bag, and because they say the best way to control the opposition is to lead it yourself. But this one, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's definitely some haters out there that hate Trump, and they just do not want him to succeed.